Morning, morning, everybody. Morning, morning, everybody. Morning, morning, everybody. I'm on my channel. This is the right channel. Morning, morning, everybody. Let's open the windows up and get some vitamin C. Get some vitamin C, vitamin. Oh man. Oh boy. Oh. Huh. 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 Whew. What's good, Jay Lamb, man? I'm doing great, man. Today is a great Monday. Today is a great Monday. Last night, I got a decent amount of sleep. I kind of ate like crap though, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. We've still been making our way through the sweet potato pie, man. We still got a little bit of sweet potato pie from Thanksgiving. My wife made I think like 5 pies. And it's messed up because we intended to give some of those pies to neighbors, people, close friends. And man, them damn sweet potato pies so damn good, bro. Them damn pies so good, bro. We done went through them damn pies. I'll get through a whole day of eating well, like eating perfectly fine. And then at the end of the night, I'll have sweet potato pie. Big ass slice of sweet potato pie. And you can't live life that way. I'm like balding, man. I'll say I'm balding because I got like a spot. Like when you cut it down to a half guard, you can't really see it as much, which is why I'm rocking this right now. But yeah, it's on its way out, bro. Hold on, let me see. I can brush it down a little bit, shout it. But I put my brush at, shout it. Yeah, I don't got. Yeah, you can see it's like I don't got a lot. I don't got a lot of time left. I can rock like a half guard all around and line it up with the beard, but I damn sure can't grow no locks. All right. Well, I appreciate the compliment. What's good, Amita from Brazil? Shout out to Brazil. Well, y'all, today we're gonna do chest. Usually on Mondays we do leg days, and I'm be honest with y'all, man. On Mondays, this Monday in particular, I'm skipping leg day. We skipping leg day. We're gonna go right to chest. Chest is a little bit easier. Typically, I wouldn't recommend skipping legs, but I'm skipping legs today. Maybe I'll catch legs. Maybe I'll do legs on Friday or something. Maybe I'll switch my chest and I'll get a new invigorated sense of motivation tomorrow to do legs. But right now, I don't want to go through all that. It really is about the time. Chest is just an easier workout to finish. I think we're gonna do that. So, what's good? What's good, Dream? CJ said, take the beard. What do you mean, take the beard? Meow, meow, meowingtons. Um, Appreciate the compliment. Said no leg skip for volleyball players. I hear you. I hear you. You need those ups and that explosiveness. That makes sense. It makes sense. Oh, y'all see me? Any lifters out there? Anybody who frequently goes to the gym? I don't know what it is about this, but y'all ever like wear a hoodie and like feel stronger in a hoodie than like clothes that show skin? Y'all ever feel like more fit in a hoodie or like more like stronger in a hoodie? I don't know what it is. By wearing a big ass baggy hoodie, feels like it makes the reps. It feels like I'm a lot stronger in this attire. What up, Latonio? Down 8.4 pounds. Let's get it. Hey, bro, that's what it's all about. And, bro, you're way more disciplined. You're way more disciplined. Thank you guys for all the handsome compliments today. Appreciate that. Appreciate that, you know. I'd like to consider my wife and I a very lucky couple. You know, we both got some lookers, but I appreciate all the compliments, y'all. Whew. I'm tired, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, but we gonna get it. But shout out to you, Latonio. That's what it's all about, bro. You got me beat, Latonio. I ain't gonna lie to you. I just got done. Tired of this girl. Did you try Elden Ring? Yeah, man, I'm doing, oh, you tired of this gut. I thought you said tired of this girl. I was like, oh, shit. Yeah, man, I'm on Elden Ring right now. That's my, second day with it. I'm on level 22. I think I'm in Limgrave or whatever it's called. So I've been playing it. Yeah, man. Shout out to you for having a handsome husband, Linda. Yeah, man, I'm playing Elden Ring right now. I'm at level 22. I'm in right outside of Limgrave. I'm kind of grinding right now, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm trying to, the game is so difficult. Like you just die so much. You know, for me, it just tells me that I want to continue to grind. Like I want to get to a point where I'm very close to being able to one-shot folks. And I was always a game grinder, and so someone told me that like playing Elden Ring, it was one of those games where if you like to grind and like level up and do all that stuff, it would be fun for you. I'm like I said, I tell you guys this sometimes on chat. When I used to play Pokemon, like Pokemon Red or Pokemon Blue or Yellow, those games, I would try to make my starter Pokemon level 16 before I left Pallet Town. So I would try to make it so I would grind out with like level 2, 3, 4, and 5 Pokemon, and I would grind it out until I got to level 16 with those Pokemon. And then when I got to level 16, then I would move on, and the game would be way easier. I like to do that. So I have a good voice. Well, thank you, voices. Yeah, you guys like the live. We're gonna just be doing some workouts today, man. We're just gonna be doing chest. I'm skipping legs. Maybe I'll do legs tomorrow. Maybe I won't. I'm tired, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I've been doing. You said without grind, there's no prime. I'm with you there, Blurry. I've been sleep training my daughters. I've been taking that process over just for the foreseeable future. Me and my wife, we were taking turns, but my girls, man, they just respond a little bit, better to me in the nighttime routine. They don't wake up in the middle of the night as much. There's not as much resistance, to try to get out of their bed. There's a lot of stuff. And so, I was like, man, since they're pretty chill with me when I'm, in there doing that routine, let me just take it over so we can all get sleep. Because there'd be times where it's not my time to watch the girls, but then you could hear the girls from across the hall screaming, crying, waking up my oldest. They doing potty breaks and waking me up. So, I just thought for the entire team, it would be okay to take over. But it is tiring. It is tiring. So here you go. Warm up set real quick. Oh. Ooh. Oh, here we go. A set of 6. It is Ooh. Yeah. Go ahead, Blurry. If you can get it in, get it in. What's good, Corey? Daniel Gabriel, you mean me too? Me too what? You got kids too? Turns on intro. Yeah, man. If, y'all let me know if y'all want music or not, man. You know, it's hit or miss some times. I know y'all don't want to hear the same thing over and over again. Hold up just a second. I'll be right back, y'all. Real quick. Give me 2 seconds. Whew. All right, I'm back. Backpack Beats, yep. That's the homie. Hey, Backpack, man, he been going crazy on the beats too, bro. You know, if you are a fan of hip hop, like the essence of hip hop, you know, somebody Backpack can rap. He got projects out. You can type in Backpack right now on iTunes. He's got projects out right now. I think in those projects he made probably like damn near a decade ago. But you go to his IG page, bruh. He had a nonstop November series where he does a beat every day. I'm sorry, nonstop December. Nonstop November where he does a beat a day. Fire, bruh. I'm trying to tell you. Trying to tell you. Nah, Backpack doesn't live in Dallas. Backpack, I want to say he's in Chicago. But we both met at FAMU. Actually, we were in a rap group together, little group. I be trying to tell y'all, your boy raps, bro. Pretty good at rapping too, man. I'd say objectively, I'm pretty good. Like I told you, I posted secretly. I'll like anonymously post my little raps in little hip hop forums, just to sort of get an assessment of how what they sound like and the quality of them and stuff, and the little competitions here and there. And I've wild crowds, man, anonymously. So it's pretty cool. Rapping is fun. What's good, Mr. Banana? Yeah, man. Singing is something I do a little bit more experimental. This is one of those things that we do in our home. Um, you know, but yeah, singing. I got stuff that we recorded, not stuff that I've submitted though. Not stuff that I've submitted. Stuff that I recorded, share it with my family. But yeah, I have like a whole history in music, man. I really do enjoy it. Been doing it since college and before. Oh. Uh-oh. Here you go, first set of 10. Here we go, this first set of the day. Woo. Oh. What's good, Surrender? More of an R&B guy, yeah. Yeah, man, we were going back. Let me turn close. Yeah, we were going back and forth on the R&B. That was a cool conversation we was all having a couple days ago. We was all able to go back and forth on some pretty cool deep bag R&B artists, man. R&B is definitely my bag, but I don't know. These days, I kind of need to Like I love to sing along with R&B, so that's why it's like that shit is on repeat. If you look at my yearly wrap up too, some of the artists that I have in my top artists, it's like R&B that people don't really like, artists that are talented but don't really get a lot of love. Like Joe Thomas, Tank, his Christmas album. I think Tank's Christmas album is probably, it deserves to be in like a conversation of like one of the better Christmas albums, but it'll probably never be in that conversation. Joe Thomas' signature album, an amazing R&B album that doesn't get talked about at all. What else? Obviously, the known artists Daniel Caesar and Giveon, those types. But yeah, if you go check my community page, that's kind of like my swag, man. That's my taste. Yeah, you like my wrap up? Yep, appreciate it, D. I wish there was a way, man. I wish there was a way. I think y'all told me Discord. Pardon me, y'all. Where y'all could like show pictures and stuff. I guess that would probably be a little dangerous, especially with trolls. Yeah. Byron Wan, he's pretty good. Nah, I gotta check him out. Byron Wan sound like a great R&B name. Some names you just see and be like, ah, yeah, that sound like one of the ones. Worst scenario, yep. Man, I felt that song for sure. That was the Blackberry, turn it up, turn it up. Just wanna be alone. If it ain't you, then now, yep. Someone else, yeah, that man. I had some experience with that one, D. I had some experience. What's good, Miss Lady? I had some experience with that one, bro. Never held you when we kicked it. Know at times that's all you needed. We all dudes have probably understood that song to a certain extent, man. You know, some of us take a little time. We take a little time to learn, brother. So yeah, you felt that song in a real way, huh? Yeah, bro. Ugh. But I like, what other song do I like on that signature album? I like all of them, bro. I like the was it Get to This? It's an old Marvin Gaye song that he does a cover for. And then there's another song, it's the world premiere tonight. And make it see through, what's it? I gotta get that. And the bed on the wall, on the floor by the fire. Make a night to. You got the leading role. Love Greatest Episode. Love Greatest Episode. Yeah, Love's Greatest Episode by Joe, man. That's that one, man. That's that one. Joe, bro. Joe got a timeless vibe, bro. He does. He said business plan, TP&D's, TP&D's R&B Lounge. Hey, man. I've been wanting to do a music show. I've been wanting to do music, but bro, it's like every time I get excited about something like that, it's just a reminder that at 33 years old, I have more passions and motivations to do things than I have time. You know, I think part of getting older is figuring out, you know, what you're going to make time for. Because there's a lot of things, and I'm sure all of you guys feel this in the chat room. There's a lot of things that you could probably do every day and be pretty good at it. Probably make some money with it. But you don't all have time to do those things. You know, some things you're just really good at and drawn to do them because you just want to get better at them. But even those things, like you're having a balance between what's necessary, and you know what's lucrative, and really what your responsibilities are. So it's tough. It's tough. Kendrick had your ass in a chokehold for a few months. Absolutely, bro. But honestly, Kendrick, man, that spans beyond this year. I was showing somebody my wrap up from the last 2 years. Kendrick is always, you know, number one, or I don't think there's been a year where he wasn't number one. I've been blasting Mr. Morale, you know, since he dropped it. Man, Count Me Out, you know, puts these niggas on me like, the Blast record, like all of them, bro. Like when people say Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers is a bad album, like me and my family have like that's a hit for us. In '95, yeah, I don't have glasses on right now, unless you're talking about those Gucci frames I wear. Yeah, Section 80 had me tripping out when I found out about them. Yeah, man, Section 80 was an era for sure. Section 80, but really when you think about it, man, and I don't think we really recognized this back in the day, 2010, 11, and 12 might have been some of the best years of music ever. You know, you had Nostalgia Ultra that dropped from Frank Ocean. You had, I mean, in terms of hip hop too, you had Cushion Orange Juice. You had, 1999 by Joey Badass that dropped. You had Tyler, the Creator's Goblin that had just dropped. You had Section 80 that had dropped. You had Big Crit, I think Forever Remembered in Time that just dropped. Like you had like records that gave people their name were made. Good morning and happy Monday to all. Yeah. Records that gave people their name, a lot of them were made in that era, bro. And so yeah, Section 80. Most people, it's funny. Most people, when they talk about Kendrick, it's a lot of Kendrick haters out there because of this Drake battle. People that tell me that Kendrick doesn't make anything that's like sonically pleasing, it's all slave raps or Harriet Tubman raps, whatever these kids YNs are saying these days. Them folks I know haven't listened to Kendrick beyond this year. Like they haven't even tried to. Kendrick off the Section 80 tape had the entire West Coast rocking, bro. I'm talking Section 80, I remember the summer, Section 80, Nostalgia Ultra by Frank Ocean. That's the one where he dropped Novocaine on it. Like those songs had us all in a chokehold. Cushion Orange Juice, Studio 11 with Wiz Khalifa. Like that vibe, it was low key like a little stoner era, can't even lie. But that vibe had us all in a chokehold. And I remember to the point where it's like Kendrick had packed out concerts at universities being like a headliner. Like, folks love Kendrick down here, so it's just a weird narrative. You smell broccoli, I guess I'm hungry for it. Yeah, broccoli don't usually smell good, fam. Broccoli usually stink. Broccoli low-key smell like ass, Sarah. I had to pull over. Shit had me crying. Definitely was a stoner era. Yeah. It was stoner era for sure. Yeah, Section 80, bro. I'm on Threads heavy. I was talking about Section 80 not too long ago, man. Just from a sonic standpoint, from an R&B lover standpoint, like that was one of those tapes that you could really, really enjoy, sonically, just the vibes of it. I was telling people, So Far Gone gets a lot of credit because So Far Gone was a great tape. It absolutely was a great tape. And if you remember Drake back then, that was probably some of his best work as well, in my humble opinion. But, in terms of rap, you definitely would have to, if you even comparing them, Kendrick and Drake back then, you always knew that Kendrick was a better rapper. You just knew Drake was able to put together some great melodic, and thoughtful lyrics, right? And good sonics as well. Let me knock these out, y'all. Oh, one more. Said it takes you to another place, yeah. No, you good, man. You good, bro. This ain't no distraction. The whole point of these things is to connect and chop it up, man. I'd be distracted by my damn self. I tell you what. Hold on. Yeah, man, I love music, but yeah, I think that's the next step for this channel, honestly, or not this channel, but I think that's the next step creatively. Is trying to find a way um, to incorporate music and current events. It's really tough because I kind of like want to do my own little. I won't say it's a radio show type vibe, but like low key, kind of like my own radio show, like where we talk current events. Hold on, I just need to move my monitor so I can see what's going on. Give me 1 second. So much shit on my desk, y'all. Like, I kind of want a little segment where we can kind of talk current events. I can allow people to call in. Them old 90s vibes. You know. Have people call in. We talk current events. Kind of like I don't know if y'all pay attention to Daystar show. Where he'll talk about current events on live, and they have people call in, and then you'll hear the people call in. You'll work through the story. You can also show in the background. I think there are some platforms that make that pretty easy, like StreamYard, where I can kind of do that. But it's really like I need all that shit like set up for me. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the hard part, man. Like I need the infrastructure set up so I can just sort of fill in, like where somebody's like, okay, so we got the platform for you. I love you too, babe. She texted me. I thought she was downstairs. Where someone could kind of set me up and go, okay, well, here's the platform. Here's your moderators. Here's how we're gonna run this show. And all you got to do, between 7 and 8 a.m., 7 and 9 a.m., every day, pull up, talk on these current events. We'll field the calls, we'll show the content, just sort of like producers, I guess is what I'm saying. Miss Lady said that would be great. Yeah, I think so too. Well, I mean, right now, Alexander, we're talking about like mainly hip hop topics. Honestly, man, I ain't gonna lie to you. I think if I had time, I could get academics the fuck up out of here. I'll just be honest with you. I think the job that he does, I think it definitely serves a purpose. In terms of reporting and the types of reporting that he does. And I think really, quite honestly, you pay attention to academics, he's the only person that's in a position to get up and stream 12 hours straight. He's worked hard enough where he's in a position now where he can do that and it doesn't have to hurt him at all. I can't do that. I got kids and all that shit. But, that's kind of the idea, like to be able to report on those sorts of topics, to, offer insight, to hear the chat and really try to be as objective as possible. I think there's a lot of people, like I think he really services the YNs of the world. I think like that millennial generation, I think they kind of need something like that too, that's also well-versed. I think we got some people like Van Lathan has a great podcast. There's some people out there that do a pretty good job. I won't say, there's FD Signifier. There's a lot of people out there that do a great job, but we just don't have the same time. Like we can't be on stream all day like Ack. But I'm pretty in tune with what's going on in the culture just because of, how long I have to be online because of social media, my own stuff on YouTube and threads and stuff I'm trying to grow. And I just be like, I kind of see how the news cycle works now. I kind of see how it works. I kind of see how the reporting goes. I kind of see how engagement works, the algorithm works. Like I'm at a position where I got the knowledge, I just don't got the infrastructure and time. So that's about it, He said, we will make you a legend if you got to act about it, man. And it's not like, FD is fire. Like there's a lot of folks that are really, really good. Like there's even some new pods that I, on my radar, that I'm kind of looking at, like the Potty Mouth podcast, two gentlemen that do it. There's a Do It Myself podcast by the dude. He was on. He worked for Complex. Um, I forget his name, but he was on Everyday Struggle with Academics and Adeska. He's got his own thing now, and I just kind of watch their models and kind of how it works, and I'm like, I could do that. I could do that. How many genders are there? Look, man, that's up to y'all. Y'all gonna have to let me know. Y'all gonna have to let me know, man. I'm ignorant. That's all I say. I understand what I understand, and the things that I don't, I allow myself to be open to new information. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Google it. Go ask ChatGPT. Everybody got ChatGPT now. That's a great response too, Noel. Google it. You Google it. You got a phone right now. You that the same keystrokes to ask me, you could have asked Google. You don't want to know that for real. All right, come on, let me. You know. Let's see what we got. I remind you of Keanu Reeves. Boy, don't tell nobody I remind you. You can't tell no black man he remind you of no white boy. Can't tell no black man he remind you of no white boy. No, Keanu's dope, man. I'm just kidding. I'm a huge fan of Keanu. I hear he's gonna play Shadow in this next Sonic. I'm actually excited to see that Sonic. Not the best movie, but as a kid. I actually hear there's gonna be a Mega Man movie as well. Yeah, I'm about to get it in. I'm just looking at work right now too, man. Get me off here, where. I got an email earlier, and I thought, hold up. Let me see. Hold up, y'all. I'm sorry. Yeah, y'all not slowing me down. I'm trying to make sure I don't miss anything this morning. Hold up. Hold up, y'all. So I got my monitors up right now, and what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to make sure that I can see everything I want to see on the monitor that I got facing me towards the workout. Perfect. All right, let me show y'all what I'm talking about here real quick. I can't really show y'all. I'm not gonna show y'all all that's going down, but let me minimize. So y'all see this dirty ass desk? So basically how I got it is I got my monitor and my work is gonna be popped up, and I'll be able to scroll and see everything as I'm doing the lifts behind me. So, little tip there. All right, just to make sure. Hold up, y'all. No internet? Sorry, y'all. Give me a second. Oh, I guess it didn't. Do I like Tim? Oh, yeah, yep. Mega Man is coming out. Yep. Do I like Tim's? Yeah, man. I love Tim's. If the world were dead. She got some songs. She got a song, Avoid Things. She's cool, man. She reminds me of a smoother Rihanna. Like a smoother version of Rihanna. That makes sense? She kind of gives me those vibes, smooth Rihanna vibes. Yeah, she cool, man. She cool. You know, I wouldn't classify Tim's as a singer. Hold up. I wouldn't classify her as a singer, but she definitely she definitely smooth. Thanks. I'll work to schedule the call. So somebody reached out to me today. Okay, so there's one. I have to respond to this one. Maybe I'm a repasse. Tu es un Avenger? Tu es un Avenger. Russia versus Ukraine, who I got? Well, you acting like, motherfucker. That's a war, man. We ain't picking them like a sports bet. All right, y'all, here we go. Time to get it in. What would I classify Tim's as? I would classify her as Afro Soul. I would say Afro Soul. You know, we got Neo Soul here. Like, I would consider her Afro Soul. Like, she gives me, you know, she makes music, you know, rooted in the culture of Nigeria, Nigerian sonics, but it's got I don't know, it usually reminds me kind of like what would, low-key damn near like what would a lady music soul child do if she was from Nigeria. Like, what would a girl version of Neo's or of Music Soul Child do if he was from Nigeria doing, you know, Afro beats type music? Yeah. There you go. 8. Super sensual. Super sensual. But she doesn't give me like extra, like she doesn't give me like, she's sensual, but she does it without having to be overly subjective with her music, like, right? Like, she's not sexual, I guess, is what I'm saying. You know? But her voice, it just kind of conveys all of that. Let's see. Yeah, seems very mature for sure. Man. Now, here we go. I think after the next set, I'm gonna try to type this email. Try to do 2 things at once, y'all. It's the name of the game. Put that right there. All right. 7:10. Oh. All right. Let me see if I can find this email real quick. Y'all heard about this workout machine is called a Tonal. It's called the Tonal. Best piece of workout equipment in the market right now. Honestly. I truly believe that. Let me see here. Oh. D, there's a I got it, don't worry about it. There is a Jay-Z's got allegations, man. Jay-Z's got allegations that he and Diddy had dealings with a 13-year-old girl, man. He was added to a lawsuit, a civil suit that originally began specifically targeting Diddy. And sometime after, he was added to the lawsuit. Now, he alleges that the lawyer who involved, I think his name is Tom Busby or something like that, essentially was trying to bribe him for money. Said that, you know, if he didn't get a certain amount of money, that he was going to add Jay-Z to the lawsuit. That's what Jay-Z alleges. But Tom, the lawyer, he actually, you know, responded back shortly after Jay-Z's response yesterday, you know, stating, no, you know, my client just wanted a mediation. They didn't want any money from you whatsoever. You know, you've been trying to bully me with lawsuits of your own for this truth not to come to light. And, you know, I'm positive that once the sun shines, all will be revealed, essentially is what he's saying. And it's a pretty, you know, as a person with daughters, as a black man, all of the, you know, identity, it's tough, man. It feels, you know, you feel for the victims of stuff like this, because, you know, victims, you know, who have to hear these stories about their heroes are triggered oftentimes by this sort of stuff. You know, I feel for the family, you know. Sure, I feel for Beyonce. It's like, damn, Beyonce don't deserve any of this. You know, she don't need to be, you know, and, you know, potentially if Jay-Z is being wrongly accused, I feel for Jay-Z as well. It's like, it's a really unfortunate thing. But I think most importantly, I think hip hop, we have a conversation. Hip hop in the industry, we have a real conversation that we're going to have about the pervasive nature of some of these artists that are in power and how consistent the theme of, you know, them taking advantage of young children is. You know, it's an unfortunate thing. It really is. Yeah, you saw that, D? Yeah. What's up, Swag? What's up, YOLO? Said Diddler strikes again, so I'm going to go ahead and we're not doing trolls today, man. What's good, Tinya? But yeah, it's a weird time that we're in, man. You know, the themes that we're seeing. 1 second. All right, here we go. No, we working out today. I'm working out right now. Said we trying to balance. Trying to do 2 things at once. Okay, wait a minute. Looks like our weight's going up. Yeah, I got to multitask. All right, here we go. We got a set of 6. Yo, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. My discipline in terms of dieting, boy, I ain't got now. I'm sitting up here. Last night, I was craving potato chips, man, Doritos. Bruh, last night, bruh, I must have ordered some goddamn Doritos, like a Buffalo Cool Ranch and a fucking sweet chili Doritos, like a party size bag, bro. And I hadn't had chips. I probably hadn't eaten chips in ages, like ages. Like we just don't eat them. And so, man, I bought these chips, and man, I bought pizza rolls too, bro. Fuck, I forgot I got pizza rolls. Man, and I ate me some pizza rolls, and I had like damn near a whole party size bag of Doritos, bro. a whole party size bag of Doritos, bro. Just and it was messed up because my diet had kind of been like on an in between. It hasn't been bad. I'd say it's been mostly good, but I've been ending off my days, my nights with eating a piece of sweet potato pie. We got sweet potato pies left over from Thanksgiving. So at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, you grab you a piece of pie. Now me, I don't know about y'all, but when you eat, healthy consistently, and then you get to a space where you have something that's like really, really good, either really, really sweet or really, really like savory, something that's just like really good to you. For me, like I kind of go through like an addictive, like, oh my gosh, like I kind of go ham for real. And so it don't just turn into one piece of pie. It turned into, well, let me get my slice of pie, and then let me grab a piece of pie that I can eat on my way upstairs to sitting down when I eat this other slice of pie. So it's like I grab myself a slice and a mobile slice. So I damn near 2 slices of pie. So I've been eating like that, and that hasn't really allowed weight to move too quickly off the scale anymore. And then this Saturday I went to a birthday party for one of my girls, one of my daughter's friends. And man, they had pizza and all that shit, bruh. So I had me 3 slices of pizza. I didn't have the cupcakes, kept away from the cupcakes. I knew better not to do them cupcakes. But then, man, when I got home, we had, I think we made some like teriyaki chicken, some good healthy stuff. But then at the end of the day, that Sunday, the next day after we ate the chicken, I was like, man, I need chips. I need chips. Y'all, you don't know about the mobile slice? You gotta get you a slice for sitting down, and then you gotta get you a slice to move from point A to point B. You know what I'm saying? So, that's why your boy's scale is looking a little crazy right now. A little crazy right now. So I think today I'm actually gonna, in terms of lifting, we're gonna lift, and I'm gonna try to, we're just gonna be really, really, really clean today. Really, really disciplined and clean. I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna need to put like at least a month together. The hard part is, man, we got Christmas coming up, bro. And Christmas, that's more mac and cheese, that's more sweet potato pies, that's more turkey or whatever we doing. That's all that shit all over again, bro. And so it's gonna be something, bro. Let me knock this set up. Set it 6. Ooh. You just poop so much that it touched me bum. I just poop so much it touched me bum. You gotta chill. You gotta chill, Darth. I understand. I definitely understand. But you gotta chill, bruh. I bought a whole pineapple upside down cheesecake from the Cheesecake Factory this weekend. Boy, did you eat it? You ate it all? You said you bought it, but you ain't let us know how the episode ended, brother. Don't leave us on a cliffhanger. How much of that cheesecake you eat, Dream? My wife's sure asking for another damn sweet potato casserole. They said it'll be funny, yeah. When you a person that's got a recipe dialed in, and they know that you make it. What up, homie? Time are we going to sell these drugs? Oh, okay. I don't know, man. Ask your mama. Sounds. In between said email. In between said email. In between said. Hello. Gonna end up like me if you eat that cheesecake. What, did he eat it? Dream, did you eat it all? Where Dream at, man? He talked about that. He talked about the cake and he just disappeared. Oh, you said only 2 slices? But it's gonna be gone next few days, bro. See, somebody like me, I couldn't have it in the house, bro. Like, I'm not good. I'm just not good yet, man. I'm not disciplined. Like, it's tough. Like, it's tough. Like, I have to have like a zero tolerance policy. Cause, someone that, working the schedule that we work, working this type of job at that, lifting weights, so you kind of rationalize, oh, well, I'm eating good enough, I'm doing good, I'm lifting weights every day, I don't look terrible, I don't look bad at all. I could just grab me one slice, 2 slices. Well, shit, I mean, half the pie's gone. I might as well finish it. Shit, you just don't want to leave it here to, okay, maybe not the whole pie. Just leave a slice for my wife. That slice be there in the refrigerator. You come back and look at it. Well, if, she's not going to eat it, look, I'll just take the guilt and I'll just work to be better tomorrow. I'll just, That's how my fat ass be rationalizing shit, man. I'll be like, man, what's wrong with me? No! You look at it, and it's funny at this age, man, like you eat like that, it's instant regret. It's instant regret. It's not like as kids, you could just, the ice cream truck be there, you could eat 4 things of ice cream, push up pop, chicharrones, Mexican candy, a Snickers, and sour punch straws washed down, Y'all remember back in the day, you get the sour punch straw and you drank the soda with the sour punch straw? You can't eat all that shit at 33 plus years old, 30 plus. You eat all that shit now, and you be sitting up there, your stomach be talking to you like, nigga, you knew better than that. Your ass is crazy as hell, my nigga. You ain't gonna learn this, you fat ass. Just be ripping all day. You burps be crazy, farts be crazy. Everybody, all your whole body turns on you when you eat like that. Your ass, I told your fat ass not to eat that shit, boy. I don't know what the hell you. Cheesecake, nigga, you lactose intolerant, boy. Like, fuck. It's crazy, bro. You eat like that, the day you wake up nauseous and shit, like literally, you'll be nauseous. Like you'll eat and your stomach will be like, Sound like a slave movie when you wake up. Be waking up like, shit. I know. Oh, I just be glad for black coffee, man. Black coffee is like a good baptism. Black coffee like a good baptism. You drink some good black coffee, you get hydrated, get you some water. That black coffee just how you shit it all out, bro. It just no matter what's in there, just shit it all out. It's a good, like a good hypocritical baptism. Be like, you know what? I'm gonna sin tomorrow, but I'm gonna get baptized today. I'm probably gonna sin tomorrow, but I'm gonna get baptized today. That's exactly what happens. You just evacuate all the nasty shit in your body as soon as you drink that coffee. And you be looking at it, man. You be looking at the shit the next day in the bowl. Be like, yeah, that's that. That's that. It smell worse. It look worse. You know, when you eat healthy food, your poops just kind of look perfectly cylindrical. Just perfectly cylindrical. Little chunks like this, you know what I'm saying? Little chunks, just perfectly fine. Man, you eat nasty food, bro, that shit come out like soft serve glop. You look at it, be like, damn, bro, what is that? We at TMI yet? We at TMI? Am I at TMI yet? At 42, if I drive too close to McDonald's, my metabolism slow down. Look, bro, I'm right there with you. And them Big Macs, man, it's something about them Big Macs. They've been calling since goddamn 1995. Come on, Trent, you could get a Big Mac. It's just one Big Mac. It's just one Big Mac. Just get one little nibble. You can get a little nibble. Yeah, that's okay. Get a large fry. Yep, get your usual. Come on. Go ahead, get a Diet Coke. Yeah, get that. Yeah, get that Diet Coke. Yeah. Now get those fucking cookies. Hurry up and get those fucking cookies. Yeah, fat ass. Get those fucking cookies. McDonald's be tricking your ass to pull up to the drive-thru, bruh. Yeah, your fat ass. Get the cookies. Yeah, get your ass now. Now eat it, you fucking pig. Like, shit. Got me a fucking again, man. McDonald's. Yeah, say you love the clown. Say you love the fucking clown. Fuck, I love the clown. Now you drink that fucking Diet Coke after you ate those 3 cookies. Eat it. Don't you forget those fries. You get all that shit. Fuck, okay. Terrible. You said I'm doing the voice too good? Which voice? The McDonald's voice? That's how I be calling you, huh? Or do apple cider vinegar shots? Nah, I don't drink anymore, John. Nah, bro, I can't drink. If I added drinking to all this shit, bruh, this shit would sink. I remember when we were purchasing this house, I was so fucking stressed, man. Because when you purchase a house, like, especially, if you're a person that, your primary breadwinner for your family, it's your income that's being used to purchase it, and your credit primarily is being used and all that shit. It's like, as a man, at least for me, it kind of felt like a dick measuring contest. Especially it's like, you show everybody all your financials. You know what I'm saying? Your kids, you walking up in every single house, and you got your daughters with you, and they're like, "Oh my God, Daddy, are we gonna get this house? Are our dreams gonna come true forever? Yeah? Are you gonna be a good daddy?" He'd be like, they'll go into a house and be like, "Oh my God, Dad, all my dreams could come true if I was in this house. All of my dreams." And you'd be like, "Oh, I don't know, Daddy. Can I get it?" You be talking to your realtor. And so yeah, I was drinking a lot, bro. Cause at that time during the market, you had to not only pay over asking price, for the homes, you had to move quick. So if a house hit the market, especially if it was a great house, it was going to be sold within the weekend sometimes. Like if it listed on Friday, that shit was gone by Sunday, Monday sometime. So when you saw a house, like you had to go to the house, you had to pack up, you had to be ready to put an offer, you had to have things in place. So I was drinking, bro. I would come home, we would see a house that we liked, we would make an offer. You would wait on the offer, not to mention that once you make the offer based on what the bank says you can, do, there's a whole process where you then have to then verify the offer was even something that you could have. So it's like, well, the bank is saying that they could give you this money. But of course, once somebody's looking for the money, the bank is now finally like, well, let's take another closer look. Let's take a closer look. I know we said we could give you the money, but we didn't know you were serious. Like we didn't know you really wanted to buy a house. We just said that we could give you 400,000. You know what I'm saying? Just because we don't say anything to get you coming on in. Well, now that you got somebody that let's really take a good look. So of course, once you go through that process, it's just like, well, shit. You want my blood type, my birth certificate, my last 10 years of earnings. You want my account can't move, so you can't apply for no credit cards. You can't get no major amounts of money or loans. They want to know all your sources of income and shit. I'm like, well, damn. Okay. Well, shit. You sure? I guess. Shit. Well, they say, damn, you might as well do a cavity check while you checking all that. While you checking all that, bruh. So hell yeah, bro. I would come home after that shit, bro. Your weekends weren't your weekends no more. You know what I'm saying? Every weekend you was gonna look at least 2 or 3 houses, dealing with your little girl. Well, Daddy, is this gonna be our forever home? You know what I'm saying? You go into homes and you see these nice little 2, 3 story homes, and then you come back to your apartment and your apartment just looks smaller after home shopping. Like with your girls, they come back home, especially young kids, they come back dissatisfied about everything in your apartment. They come home like, "Oh, Daddy, I didn't realize how small this house was. Oh, how much longer are we gonna live here?" I don't know, baby. We gonna try to figure it out. I know, but Dad, we don't even have a backyard. We Oh my gosh, our appliances. I didn't realize they were so old. This spot doesn't even have a fireplace, Daddy. So you be sitting up in there like, fuck, I gotta figure this out for my baby. We'll figure this shit out, man. Fuck. And man, you end up man, I used to get my Crown Royale and Coke. I used to get that. Sometimes I would even get me like some apple Ciroc or some apple Crown, just so I could take shots with my wife. Like, bruh. Yeah, so yeah, I couldn't be no drinker though, bro. I couldn't be no drinker. All that to say. I couldn't be no drinker. Could not. I tried it. I was doing it every single day, almost at the end of the day, like for about probably like 2 or 3 weeks, 4 weeks straight, probably 5 weeks. If I could have God's point of view, it was probably damn near 2 months almost of me coming home at the end of the day and just facing like, not even drinking it to enjoy it, drinking it just to get the drunk feeling, just to get oh shit, all right, fuck it, now I'm cool. Um, now we can just go about chilling. Like it got to a point where that's how I wanted to chill, and it's very dangerous. It's very very dangerous. So no, I haven't drank probably since then, honestly. Yeah, man, all that shit is good, man. Crown, vanilla, and cake, man. Look, can you have my child? No, Chicago West. I am married, and I'm done having kids. Yeah. Now, how about when you take your kids to their friends? Oh no! Oh yeah, your basement is way better than mine. That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. You know, it's not funny. I'll take my kids to their birthday party sometimes, to birthday parties, and I'll try to like ear hustle so they don't even have them conversations. They'll be like, "Well, my dad has." Oh, all right, all right. Don't be telling my business over here, girl. Y'all play with Barbies or some shit. Don't be. What the hell y'all talking about? Y'all, what y'all talking about this for? Talk about president. Talk about the goddamn fact, y'all. Talk about politics or something. Do something. What's your state capitals, motherfucker? You know what I'm saying? Don't be in here talking about all that shit, bud. Pardon delays here. Man, look, man. Joker, man, I'm sorry, man. You can't, don't take down the mood, man. Well, my dad has a big old car and it's black and it's got big shiny rims. Well, my dad he's got huge muscles and we've got a PS5 and a Meta Quest and he does. It's like, damn, bro, this ain't show and tell, bro. What the fuck y'all talking about? What? Well, my dad could kick your dad's ass. Y'all about to get us in a fight. Me and the dad's looking like, what you think? You think you can really do that? What you think? Don't let it. Don't. It's like, nah, man. Y'all stop doing that for y'all get us all fighting in here. You know, dad's competitive for real. What do you think about the UHC CEO who just got popped? Man, boy, it's got me feeling like we in a goddamn Arkham City. Like we in an episode of Batman, bro. That's what it made me feel like. This is Gotham City, my nigga. Like heard that shit, and then like how everybody, like, granted, I understand why, but then seeming like how all of like civilization was kind of like, yeah, kill his ass, kill his ass out the street, dead, point blank with a suppressor and engraved bullets. It sounds like a motherfucking Batman plot, bro. Like what the hell? And then like how everybody just goes about their day. Like you get low key, you look at the video, motherfucker stepping over the nigga like, oh no, excuse me, I gotta go to get my taxes filed. It's like, wait a minute, bro. What's happening? Like it's getting real. It's getting real spooky. Like motherfucking shot. I've never seen somebody get shot broad daylight. Pow, pow, and nobody run, nobody scurry away. Everybody's like, oh well, shit. Yeah, you got shot the shit out of. God damn. Oh well, good job, Tom. Motherfucker, they said the motherfucker that shot him went to Starbucks, was flirting with a lady. I'm like, damn, New York. This is an everyday thing, huh? Niggas just getting popped broad daylight, and y'all just that's just how it is. That's just what we're doing. He deserved it. How the fuck? I don't know that he deserved it. I mean, shit. I can't. I don't have like creative control in my job. I can't create policies on who gets approved and shit. I'm just trying to make my money, motherfucker. Like that's the thing. Now a CEO could be different. CEO could be different, right? A CEO could have powers that I may not be privy to. Maybe a CEO can, can take liberties and just completely change policies all up despite what anybody said. Maybe that's the ideology here. Maybe this person has specifically affronted somebody through his own action. I don't know what the thing is. But the idea that, we just out here playing goddamn vigilante justice for CEOs in healthcare, bruh. I don't know if I'm okay with that. Who the fuck are these Avengers? Are they speaking for me? They said the killer is a cutie patootie. Man, Miss Lady, if he got some coochie that night, Jesus need to come back. If he killed somebody and got his nut off the same night, Jesus need to come on back. Jesus need to come on back. If you can kill somebody and then get some pussy from the Starbucks right down the street and they saw your ass killer, come on back, Jesus. Come on back. Come on back. You don't gotta get rid of. You don't gotta bring the flood or the fire. Let's just have a meeting real quick. Let's just do a quick sync. Let's do a quick sync. Just do a quick sync. Hey, children. Hey, I know you're all upset. I know y'all. Here, let me put my Jesus glasses on. Hey, guys. Hey. Me and my dad are up there, okay? And I couldn't help but notice you guys are killing the shit out of CEOs now. Yeah. I believe in what's right and just, but yeah. Can we stop that? Because I'm scheduled to come back any day now, but this will be a little early, okay? Is it true that did the man that killed him, Keisha, did you give him some pussy last night? Okay, you saw him, you know that he shot that man, right? Oh, okay, all right, yeah. Dad, we're gonna need to come back. We're gonna have to reschedule and come back a little earlier. Yeah, these motherfuckers is crazy. Like, Jesus gonna come back, bro. Jesus gonna come back, bro. Jesus gonna come back, and I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. He might need to. It's so bad. They hiding the CEOs. They can't even show org charts on websites anymore. Prior engineering team did share final conclusion, but with no customer facing. It's extremely difficult, and we're going to see it get engaged. So. One second, y'all. Man, what if work out intense 5 times a week? What if I work and drink once a week? I mean, drinking's not bad, man. It's just you just got to mitigate it with your calories. So you got to think if you're, it's empty calories and sugar. So anytime your body has to process insulin, it's taking away like your body. Kind of think about your body as like, you know what RAM is? Like RAM and its operation on your computer system. RAM is kind of like your computer's ability to multitask. Well, your body doesn't really have, your body does a lot of multitasking, but when it comes to building muscle and processing insulin, they tend to, sort of counteract each other. It's like your body doesn't have the RAM to really do both in an efficient way, like to process the insulin and to build your muscles. So the idea is that, you limit your insulin response as much as possible so that you are able to optimize on all of the muscle building throughout the day, the growth throughout the day, the healing throughout the day. Not put yourself through those insulin spikes that do take time to sort of regulate and process in bodies. So it's not so much that you can't do it. It's just not advisable if you're trying to, get optimal results, But, drinking once a week, I'm no person to judge, dude. Like, I'm just be honest with you. I'm eating sweet potato pie, and I'm the guy who goes downstairs and says, I want a piece of sweet potato pie. And I get my pie slice and I get the mobile slice, the slice that I'm going to eat when I sit down and the piece that I'm eating on the way to sit down. So I get, you know what I'm saying? I'm not anybody to judge, absolutely it's not optimal, but who's moving optimally out here? You know what I'm saying? Like, one drink isn't going to hurt you. Shit, you could probably get one drink a night if you're drinking wine. The prior engineering did share final conclusions, but with no customer-facing documentation. Man, I'll tell you one thing. I gotta get my schedule right, y'all. Um, I saw a really stops fat loss. You saw a study that said that? Shit. I don't know, bro. Some of these people doing these studies need to get beat up. But I mean, if there's a study, I'd love to see it. There could be some. I mean, there could be some basis to it. Thing about studies, you kind of got to read them. You know, because depending on how the headlines are, it's like, yeah, sure, there could be a way for you to lose weight. And still drink alcohol, but maybe the way that they're proposing is that that's all you do. Yeah, all you do is drink 3 shots of Crown Royal, 3 shots of Henny a day, just nothing else. Don't eat. Okay, don't eat nothing. And yeah, you can absolutely lose weight that way. You know what I'm saying? Not to say that's what the article says, but usually there's something huge. There's like a huge caveat to the headline. Just in my experience. This just found in. You can only drink, all you need to do is drink 1 shot of Crown Royal a day. And you can lose 30 pounds. It's like, really? What? Yeah, but you can't eat anything else, buddy. Ladies here, it's extremely. Documentation. Alrighty. I saw a study that said, okay, damn, random health. You're smart, bro, but thank you. But yeah, no problem, John. Oh, no, that ain't smart, bro. I just work in tech. Have you ever finished watching all of YouTube? I don't know why that's funny to me, bro. Have you ever watched TV till TV went off? No, I've never finished watching all of YouTube, but I do watch a lot of YouTube. Smell like spoiled sausage and eggs. What you talking about smell like spoiled sausage and eggs, Darth? But yeah, man, I don't know, man. I don't know how I feel about, I don't know, bottom line, I don't know how I feel about CEOs just getting murked. Because I think when you got vigilante justice like that, one thing I will say, when you have an uptick in vigilante justice, there really is no, it's kind of like opening up Pandora's box. You know what I'm saying? Like, whose discernment are you really trusting? Like, who's qualified to make decisions for the greater good of civilization? Like it could be that this, murder, seemed righteous to some from some sort of Peter Pan, perspective. But, there's also families, man. There's also families and, people with, children and, a lot of things behind these decisions that, change lives forever. There's also, really just the peace of mind that you remove from an entire, these entire organizations. Now, granted, I know we're probably gonna near a place, we're gonna get to a space where, like our civilization is gonna be more willing and more apt to eat the rich. Like I think that's gonna be real here soon. But I don't know, bro. I don't know. Like I live in Dallas and I see how you motherfuckers drive. Like I see how motherfuckers be driving, right? I don't know if I would trust y'all to do, sanction killings on our behalf. Like, you motherfuckers can barely merge. Niggas can barely merge. Niggas ain't reading at 6th and 7th grade reading level, most of them. Like, niggas ain't, like, we got Americans that got like 85 IQs for real, bro. Like, I don't know if I want I don't know if I want people thinking that it's, no, don't work on my behalf. Bless your heart, don't work on my behalf. Don't do that. One shot of Crown Royal, and after that, crave a ramen burrito. Ooh wee. Yeah, man. It's tough. I think that's the thing too. You gotta understand. You gotta know yourself. Cause like, that's one thing about eating food like that. It's like, even if the food itself is okay, like let's say one shot of Crown is, you know, let's say you get 2 shots of Crown because you want to feel a little, you know, let's say you do 3 shots of Crown. Let's say 3 shots of Crown is about what, 500 calories? Let's say it's about 500 calories. It could probably be a little bit more. Let's say you budget in 500 calories to do that Crown, drink that Crown every day because you want to get a nice little buzz. But if that buzz, you know, sends you into a space where all of a sudden you want to eat, you know, McDonald's and all sorts of shit that brings that 500 calories up to 2,000, 3,000 calories, then yeah, you probably shouldn't do those. You probably shouldn't drink that Crown. Because it's not just about the Crown, it's about how it influences your other decisions, right? The movie Idiocracy is coming. I gotta see that movie. You said the CEO for US, him and his wife live separately? NYC said, man, fuck his family, boy. They ain't even that. Said the wife didn't like him, nigga. Shit, we don't gotta like him. I see what you over there saying, NYC. I talk about his family. NYC said, look, bro, I hear what you're saying. But his wife might not have liked his ass either now. That could have been a righteous killing, my nigga. That's, look. Hey, we might need to be happy about that one. My nigga said, bro, his wife ain't like him. They don't even live together. I hear you, though. I hear you. I'll definitely look into it, man, when I get some time, for sure. Let's go ahead and get this set at 8 a.m. Oh. Nah, man, I really can't explain that craving. You know, I think one thing I did read, and you can check like resources like healthline.com. Oh shit, hold on. One thing that I have read, hold up. Let me make sure. One thing that I have read is that a lot of times when you are tired, when you're fatigued, or stressed, and these are things that are often synonymous with our experience as 30-plus-year-old adults trying to, you know, figure out our lives. And, you know, oftentimes when you are, and sleep deprived, like sleep, being without sleep, your body can go through a hormonal change, right? Where you will produce more cortisol. It's a stress hormone. It can be a result of not getting sleep. It could be a result of just your regular day-to-day, or a combination of all those things, right? And fatigue. So what happens is, you know, typically most people aren't trying to drink at 12 a.m. If you're drinking at 12 a.m. trying to take 3 shots of Crown, you might have other problems. Most people are trying to get those drinks in around, you know, late at night. Typically, if their kids are going to sleep, they try to do that after the kids are going to sleep. You know what I'm saying? Just to complement their night and be able to wind down. But what also happens when you get to the end of the day is your body, with that cortisol, with that fatigue, your judgment is impaired a bit, right? Your judgment is impaired. You're not making as great of decisions, not just with the alcohol, but just by function of your body being in a stress state, being in a sleep deprived state. Your body just is not going to make the sound decisions. And you're also going to deal with cravings. You're going to deal with, cravings for certain food, things that will, induce a positive dopamine hit for you. Your body is going to crave those things as a result of the uptick in cortisol. So you're going to have impaired judgment because you're typically sleep deprived, and you're going to have hormonal cravings as a result of the uptick in cortisol. And so it's a very, very tricky combination, because, one thing that I think my grandmother always used to say, especially around like 8, 7 a.m. Well, shit, my grandma at 7 p.m. Back in the day, your grandma would tell your ass to go to bed. When you stay over your grandmama house back in the day with your cousins over there from the other side of the tracks, you know what I'm saying? Your grandmama, your auntie, they wouldn't let you go back in the refrigerator after 6, 7 o'clock sometimes. Your ass was in bed by 7, right? There was some method in that. There was some southern wisdom to that, because your body just naturally, when you're tired, isn't going to make sound judgments. It's not going to make the best decisions, and you're going to be craving food that tastes delicious. So yeah, it's just kind of par for the course. And as adults, as we get older, it's just important to understand our bodies and what our bodies wants to do. Sometimes the best thing you can do for yourself at the end of a day is to just brush your fucking teeth and go lay in your bed. If you want to doom scroll a little bit, doom scroll. Try not to doom scroll 1 hour before bed. But sometimes you got to run from your cravings, and not because there's something wrong with you, but that's just what your body is going to be doing. I know for a fact, like, what's up, y'all? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? We good? Okay, good. Sorry, I had to take a quick call. Sometimes this thing be tweaking when you try to take a call. But as I was saying, sometimes when you go to bed, or sometimes when you try to avoid those cravings, it's just really just kind of knowing what your body is going to do, knowing how your body is reacting. And a part of getting older is really just developing those routines that kind of keep you in line with the goals and the vision that you have for your body, right? I think that's the name of the game. What's good? Waswao Bao? I don't know how to pronounce that name, fam. I'm sorry. That's the name of the game, John. When it comes to, your cravings, you just got to really develop a great nighttime routine. And that nighttime routine needs to allow you to, avoid the things that your body is naturally going to do. I know for me right now, if I keep my ass up past, like if I'm downstairs beyond 10 o'clock and I've had a perfect day of eating, let's say I've had a perfect day of eating. I had a perfect day of eating, chicken breast, rice, all the good stuff. If I'm up past 10 o'clock and there's a pie in the refrigerator, there's chocolate, there's candy, there's anything sweet, I know that 9 times out of 10, I'll make a decision. My body is naturally craving that stuff for me to get to it. Like, even if there's been candy, how there's candy that you don't like I had some Halloween candy. And if I'm up at 10 and there's like a pack of Starburst, usually you don't want them you only want the pink Starburst. Some people like the red Starburst. Let me know in the chat what kind of Starburst y'all like. But, for the most part, I only like the pink Starburst and the red Starburst. I'll leave all the orange ones and the yellow ones behind. Man, when it's past like 10, your ass will go in that bin and see all them damn yellow Starbursts and them damn orange Starbursts, and that'd be the best Starburst that you've ever had in life, bro. Because your body is just craving that stuff. It's the same thing with like chips. It'd be like, I hate Lay's. I hate regular Fritos, right? If those chips are there, you'll eat them. You'll just eat them. So Thoughts about doctor says about fasting, no benefits specifically for muscle. What did your doctor say about fasting? Fasting has been shown to have a lot of positive benefits in terms of cellular regeneration, in terms of vitality. There's a lot of studies that actually show that fasting could be the key to the fountain of youth, just because of all of the cellular regeneration and the benefits that you get from just sort of allowing your body, time to process and digest food and really shed old cells and create new cells. Like, there's a lot of positive there, supposedly, but I think it all really depends on what you're fasting for. Some people, see great results with fasting for weight loss, but then other health professionals would say fasting for weight loss, specifically weight loss and weight loss only, could, mirror some eating disorder. You could mirror habits of eating disorders where you start to get into this habit where, you're not eating to lose weight, and then you're eating to, which is bad for you in your philosophy. And it could kind of create this poor relationship with food over time. But I recommend fasting in spurts. Like for me, there are certain times where, I will not eat after 12, or I'm sorry, until after 12 or after 8. And for me, the reason for that is because that just aligns with my routines, or even potentially how I ate the night before. If I ate a huge carb loaded meal, the night before, then I know my body has, glycogen stores and carbohydrates that I can use. I don't really need to probably wake up and have a huge pancake breakfast, sausage, egg, and cheese, when I had, 2 pieces of sweet potato pie after dinner. I probably can rock out a little bit. I could probably just allow myself up until noon before I eat, my workout, use that sweet potato pie as some energy for this workout, and then move on. But I think fasting is good. I think fasting is good for you. It just depends on what you're doing it for. What kind of fast? Are you talking about a full day fast, just for religious and spiritual reasons and discipline? Are you talking about a water fast? Like, what kind of fast are you talking about? Am I bad, bro? Intermittent fasting, lifting, cheat day. No, it's not bad at all, man. There's nothing wrong with that schedule. That seems like a fairly reasonable schedule. Intermittent fasting, lifting, yeah. Intermittent fasting is just simply, in a cheat day once a week. That doesn't sound bad at all. I say just make sure you know what your cheat day is. Make sure you know what your macros are so that you have a targeted direction that you're going. Make sure that you know how much, how many calories you're getting in from that cheat day. That some days, like I said, if you use the McDonald's example that I gave you earlier, where you stop and buy McDonald's and you get you a Big Mac, a large fry, and a Diet Coke, and then you get you some cookies. It's like, sure, that's a cheat day, but that could damn well be 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 calories if you're not careful. And one thing, what's the saying? You can't outlift a poor diet. You can't outwork out about poor diet. One cheat day is enough to derail a diet, for sure. If you're bulking, especially, you got to understand too, if you're bulking, you can kind of utilize cheat days a little bit more, because you can kind of use those excess carbs, excuse me, and calories for building muscle. But if you're trying to cut, a cheat day can absolutely derail that whole thing. No, I've never tried old man. I think I was doing it when I was where I was when I was chunkier, and I saw some decent result. But you got to remember, your metabolism adapts. Your body adapts to the things that you're doing. Like, it wants to adapt. So if, let's say, you eat one meal a day, and it's a meal that gets you about 2,500 calories, and let's say 2,500 calories allows you to lose weight and preserve muscle. What happens is your body will adjust to those 2,500 calories. It'll start to calibrate at maintenance for 200, 2,500 calories. Once you get to that point where your body is simply maintaining at 2,500 calories, you're going to have to continue to cut calories in order to lose the way that you want to lose weight. And so it's tricky because, you can get into a territory where you like I said, you're getting an eating disorder because you're trying to lose weight and your body is consistently trying to adapt to it. And the messed up part is when you lower your calories and you pare your calories down too much, you set yourself up for a nutrition deficiency for one. And, as a man, when you're talking about getting all those macronutrients, things, like iron, potassium, magnesium, I said iron already, all the things, vitamin D, all these nutrients are very important. Cholesterol, good fats, all these things are really important for your testosterone. So you can look great. You can look six-pack abs, all that stuff. But, you know what I'm saying, when you could mess around and have you willy and all your libido, man, take a huge hit because you're just not giving yourself the nutrients. So you want to be careful. My favorite diet, man, honestly, is just, giving myself 3 to 4 good round meals a day at about 30 grams of protein a piece with a good carbohydrate, healthy carb like a brown rice or, broccoli, some sort of vegetable, for a snack, maybe having like some yogurt, but for the meals, your entree being anything from salmon, chicken, it could be tuna, it could be eggs, things like that. 3 to 4 round meals like that with a good, those carbs, like I said, and a snack, lifting once a day, for 30 minutes to an hour, getting some sort of workout, tends to work itself out, John. Yeah, and that's the thing. You can do an aggressive cut. It'll work for cutting, but you got to remember that once you load your carbs back up, it can be tough, bro. Like you'll find yourself putting that weight back on. You will find yourself putting that weight back on just because your body's metabolism is going to pare down to what you are actively putting in it. So let's say again, you use those 2,500 calories in the OMAD diet, right? You only ate 2,500 calories 1 meal a day, and you were fasting, which fasting is great, mind you. The problem is if you go back to your regular eating schedule and you go above that 2,500, where your metabolism has been pared down to process specifically 2,500 calories, the excess calories 9 times out of 10 are going to be stored as excess glycogen, fat, whatever your body has been used to not processing. And so that's something that you can look that up as well. That's why sometimes when you're doing aggressive diets, it's great for results, like fast results, but it's not great for sustainable results. If you want sustainable results, meaning results that are going to last for the duration, results that are going to allow you to have a cheat day, 2 cheat days, and not swell back up, you're going to need to have a routine that slowly gets you there. There's not going to be a way that you can get there fast and stay there. You're going to have to slowly, methodically get there. And then, even doing that approach, you could still bubble back up. But at least at that approach, the gains that you have are, more rooted in a metabolism that's geared to keep you there, as opposed to paring down your metabolism and then kind of needing it to stay there. It's kind of like, it'd be no different like if I was losing a bunch of weight, and how I lost weight was getting up every single day and running, 10 miles, right? I get up every day and run 10 miles. Well, yeah, if I do that, I'm going to lose weight, right? But what's going to happen the moment I stop running those 10 miles, eating those same calories? All right? It's just not sustainable. I can't run 10 miles every day just to keep weight off, right? So it's all about trying to find the balance. No, it's not hard. It's not hard. You just have to. It's about balance. It's about balance, and maybe balance is hard. But I think the key is to just eat 3 to 4 good round meals, good healthy meals. Give yourself a snack. I think a cheat day a week is fine. But just try to be active every day. Try to get your core food groups. And then really just know what direction you're trying to head. Are you trying to lose weight? Keep in mind, building muscle and losing fat are cycles that people tend to operate in, right? There are phases that you really can't, it's hard to serve both masters at once, right? Like in order for you to gain muscle, you have to be at a caloric surplus. In order for you to lose fat, you have to be at a caloric deficit. So, you know, it's sort of designed, the process is sort of designed for you to, you know, be cycling in one direction for one phase and to be cycling back another direction in another phase. You know, maintenance is very difficult for some people, but that's because most people don't actually count their calories, right? But it's not super difficult. It's not super difficult, man. Let me go ahead and I'm doing more talking and working than I'm doing lifting. All right, come on, let's get 16. Woo! Jeez, bro. For protein intake, you want to try to get about 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. That's for optimal results. That's for optimal results. So if you weigh about 150 pounds, and let's say you want to weigh about, let's say you want to weigh about 160, the recommended protein for you would be anywhere between 0.6 to 1 gram pounds of your goal target weight. So it could be anywhere between, let's just use 150 as a metric. It could be anywhere between, at 0.6, you're talking about, let's say about 90, anywhere between 90 to 150 grams of protein you need to be getting to build muscle, right? If you're adding cardio, you want to make sure you're right at that 1 gram per pound. So you want to be right at 150. Huge fan of Cell. How do you detox heavy metals out of your body? That's a good question. That's a good question. I have to Google that and research that for you. That is a good question. I'm not sure. I don't want to give you an answer. Something I haven't done any research about. Something comes to mind, but it's just metals specifically. Not sure. I mean, that's something I could research, like I said. But like I said, I got to pull up the internet. You saying Epsom salt for metals? Let me see. Hold up. Let me check. I can ask right now. So yeah, high fiber foods, fiber brain, yep. Vegetables, legumes, whole grains, exercise, so sweating can help body eliminate toxins. Hydrated, drinking water can help the kidneys flush. There's specific therapy, medical therapy that you can do. Medical chelation therapy, EDTA, DMPS, or DMSA administered. So it seems like a lot of the it seems like a lot of the seems like a lot of the things that I would think, just the natural stuff that actually helps you detoxify in every way. Exercise, make sure you're sweating, as well as make sure you're drinking plenty of water and eating leafy green vegetables. I swear, like the medical field, sometimes, like when you talk about getting sound advice, it starts to repeat itself. It starts to get to a space where it's like, oh, okay, so the key to everything is eating vegetables, drinking water, and exercise. Okay, cool. Mm. You said that's why they're so bad because you can't get them out. Well, supposedly you can get them out, but you need to do all the things that detoxify your body. You need to sweat. You need to eat fibrous foods. That's what it says on. I just looked over ChatGPT. What is your motivation, bro? Working out is it having an enemy? But no, no, no. My motivation, honestly, I think sometimes it is. I am compelled by vanity, but that is fleeting because I don't really look terrible. My biggest motivation is to try to live longer for my children. Coming down in a bit, baby. How was that? Come down a bit, baby. Just about probably 30 more minutes. Honestly. You hear me? Baby, you hear me? Baby, I'm about 30 more minutes. No, my motivation is to just be here for my daughters and be in the best physical condition I can be for them. When I started losing hair, it was a big wake up call that I wasn't invincible anymore. It was like while I had my locks, where this page originally started from, my lock journey. I really wasn't taking the best care of myself, and I kept trying to get to spaces where I could, but I just wasn't. And so, working out and finally getting to a space where, I am in relatively decent shape has just been a goal. And quite frankly, man, I just don't want to go back. I don't want to go back to where I was before getting in shape, feeling pretty low self-esteem, not really feeling well, and then just knowing that in terms of my health, I was putting myself at risk. I remember I got my blood work done not long ago, probably about a year ago, and it was letting me know that, while I was junkie, I was nearing that pre-diabetic space. So, it's very, very important to me, not just to look good, but to make sure that I'm doing the things that are going to allow me to be here for a long time, man. I think one of the scariest things these days for a lot of us, especially people, who just, if you're paying attention to the world, it's like things like cancer and, all of these things that could, have been getting people out of here. I've been paying attention to, men in their 50s, not just celebrities, but just men in all of our lives in their 50s and 60s. And like, they are checking out, man. Men are not making it, especially black men, passing away or cancers. And so, for me, at 33 years old, I just want to be here. I just want to be here. I want to be healthy. I want to grow old. I want to be here for my grandkids. I want to be, fit if I can. I just want to be a good example for my kids on how to model, healthy behaviors and habits. And I would like to be strong if possible. If I could be a strong granddad with the six pack and, mobile and riding his bike and all that stuff, I would like to be that. So, I'm just working towards being that person. Yeah. I think the blood work is definitely gonna be something that I do more consistently. I'll say for sure, at least once a year. Um, you know, I'd be lying to you if I told you we haven't even found a consistent doctor out here yet. And we've been out here how long? Like the blood work we went through was with a more holistic doctor, which we kind of fancied at the time. But, you know, I still need to find like a, you know, I found a therapist before I found like a regular doctor. So I still need to work on that. Oh, no, I'm not. No, I never served in the military. My mother and father served. My sister's serving as well, but I never served. I'm just a military brat. Oh, sit up. Let's see what we got here, man. Pardon me. Yeah, no, my dad is super fit. My dad doesn't have like a, depends on what you mean by classic. I think my dad is more dad bod now. I think my dad is more of a dad bod now at like nearly 60 years old, get mid to late 50s. How old is my dad? My dad was born in 66. Yeah, so he's about 58. So he getting there. He's more of a dad bod now, but in his 40s, mid 40s, he was better physique than I have. And so I've sort of watched him be, you know, a natural bodybuilder this entire time. His entire life, just always was the guy with the six pack. Always was the guy with the muscles that was cut up. So I guess he kind of birthed that in me, if you will. I ain't gonna lie though, having an Arnold with my dad. I mean, I picked my dad. My dad's my hero, man. I truly believe that, flaws and all. I'm just glad he was there, man. I feel like my dad, not only was he there, he modeled, you know, how to be affectionate. He made me want to be a dad. Like who he was, you know, reverberates in time. You know, and it's really the reason why I aspire to be the dad that I am today, you know? Y'all, for those of y'all who frequent here, man, I'm very sorry for the disorganization. Tomorrow, we'll probably do more working out than talking. But this workout's taking way too long. Put in the overdrive. Come on, man. Whew. All right, come on. But I'm glad I could help out with all those questions there. Said nice pants. Lord have mercy. Y'all don't be in the chat meat watching. Don't be in the chat meat watching. Ooh-wee. Yeah, we pushing now. We're trying to get this out the way. Bench and squat PR, that's tough. I don't know, man. PR. I don't do 1 rep maxes. But I rep. I know the highest that I've been able to rep for 3 sets of 10. And the highest that I've been able to rep 3 sets of 10 was flat bench. I've been able to do flat bench, I want to say at around 350 to 370 for 3 sets of 10. And for squat, it's tough, bro. The weight that I put on for squat, I don't even, I've never really allowed myself to really push it with squat. I know that I've been able to do, excess of 4 and 5 plates for 3 sets of 10 deep, in prime, but I was also playing football. So yeah, I was pretty strong, man. Very fast, all that. Good genetics, man. I can't take credit for everything. Good genetics. Thank my pops. Yeah. Once I did my first bulk, like I did my first dirty bulk, I was super duper strong after that. Like I was just eating whatever I wanted. Strong as I'd ever been. Strong as I've ever gotten, man. Whew. Man, once I get off of this, tell y'all right now, I'm gonna be listening to all the news reports to see what they're saying about the Jay-Z situation. Cause boy, oh boy, it seemed like every single celebrity in the hip hop R&B space, it seemed like that was their bag. That was their rhythm of business. Find a little teenager that you can make a star and take advantage of him, bro. It's crazy. it's it's crazy because I was listening to, you just think about, and granted, I'm not saying Jay-Z is guilty, but you just think about all the people that Jay-Z has been connected to in business over the years. You look at the P. Diddy situation right now. Hell, you know, he he was also connected to Aaliyah at one point in time. Him and Dame Dash both had crushes on Aaliyah. Now, granted, they were all pretty young back then, but I'm pretty sure Aaliyah was a lot younger or younger than them. And then there's the Rihanna story, him signing Rihanna. I don't think we really ever think about stuff like this, but it's like Rihanna was in Barbados. How does a white record label exec end up in Barbados and sign a Rihanna? And so, because of this Jay-Z story, people have revisited back to those old days, those old stories. And apparently, some white record label exec discovered Rihanna on vacation with his wife. On vacation with his wife, he said he saw a 16-year-old Rihanna singing, and she sang for him. Just came up to him and started singing for him. And maybe that's true, because we had heard stories like that back in the day, a motivated kid goes up to a record label exec on some, I want to be a star one day type shit. And, they get their opportunity. But to me, the only thing that made this a little weird was the fact that, she was 16 years old. And if I'm on vacation in Barbados, I don't know, it just seemed a little odd, right? So of course they, from that outing. Now, I'm scrambling. What's weird about that story is that I know how Rihanna sings, right? Rihanna's not Jasmine Sullivan. Rihanna's not Tori Kelly. Rihanna's not Fantasia. Rihanna's not, when you're talking about singing wise, a 16-year-old Rihanna is probably not singing her ass off to the point where it's like, yo, you're so talented, we need to fly you back to the States. I don't really see that with Rihanna. And no offense to anybody who's a fan of Rihanna, but the only thing you can really see from a 16-year-old Rihanna is a 16-year-old Rihanna. That's just my humble opinion, right? So for them to have gotten her in the office just off of the strength of her vocal ability is a little fishy for me as R&B head, right? And then, one of the stories that's circulating was that, she, at 16 years old, her and Jay-Z were in a room alone. And, one of the quotes that, Rihanna has, circulated and she let out as well was that, Jay-Z, obviously, in jest, was like, look, we got a contract for you. We're not leaving this room until we sign it. There's only two ways to exit this room. Either out the window, 29th floor window, by the way, or out the door with a deal signed. She was 16 years old. She shared that story with Tyra Banks on a show, and everybody, back then we just sort of laughed it off. But now with these allegations, bruh, people are kind of looking into that with another, in another light. People are even kind of looking into the fact that Beyonce has never worked with Rihanna before, They were saying that Ring the Alarm could have been a diss song to Rihanna. I don't know if none of this shit is true, but it's just a weird series of events. The extra route, okay. I look like Deadpool with the... What does she say in her song, D? What's she say in her song, D? Let me know. My wife and I, we were talking about it earlier today. I'm like, man, you think about, these families and a lot of the situations, a lot of the repeated scenarios that these, young girls were finding themselves in, and these parents that were often complicit, right? it seems like a rhythm of business for a lot of these young girls was, hey, I want to be a star, or dad, my parents serve your children up. They want to be stars, and they're willing to subject themselves to whatever you think is necessary, so long as they can fulfill their dreams. And you think about a lot of the kids that have been thrown into the industry in this way, whether it be Nickelodeon, Mickey Mouse Club. A lot of these kids is fucked up. And a lot of these kids in these situations today find themselves really like jacked up, strung out, having difficulties coping, on some Orlando Brown shit as a result of their time in the industry. I know who Deadpool is, Emily. I definitely do. Yeah, let me get that lyric. I'm gonna skip the push-ups for now, y'all. We'll do the push-ups later. Yep, Britney Spears. A lot of them folks is kind of jacked up. There's a lot of folks got the short end of the stick with the industry. I was hearing about how the producers at Nickelodeon were kind of getting down. All I'm saying is, I'm not to say that Jay-Z is guilty, just to point out that it does seem to be a habit in Hollywood for this type of thing to go down. The moment you call this 16-year-old an actor or a celebrity or a singer, it's almost like they get dignified and treated like an adult, and it's justified almost. It's like, there's a bunch of artists that you can look back, all the way back down to Elvis, who allegedly had dealings with 16, 17, 18-year-old young girls, right? I think at some point in American history, 16 might have been a legal age of consent, even. Like, it might have been like in Idaho or something like that. Idaho or Colorado, somewhere around there, somewhere up there. So you just kind of look at how this is baked into the industry, even down to like that 70s show. Mila Kunis was supposed to be, it was supposed to be an 18-year-old girl that was auditioning for the role. I think Mila Kunis, when she auditioned for the role, might have been 14 or 16, one of the two. Huge difference, I know, but just, y'all can Google that as well. And everybody else on the set was like 18, 19, 20 years old. Go back to that 70s show. You'll probably recall, like, Mila Kunis was written to kiss everybody. Like, she literally kissed everybody on that show. Fez, who was older, Ashton Kutcher, who was older. Like, industry was on some shit, boy. Now she's married to Ashton Kutcher. You know what I'm saying? They got their situation, but it's like, if you really pay attention to Hollywood, which most of us didn't have the time to do, there was some shady shit going on, bruh. Slacking, 50 press-ups, no excuses. No, I'm not skipping, man. We're going to combine our push-ups at the very end. $15. You just took a Sigma dookie, all right? You're just going to have to take a Sigma break, my dude. Leo DiCaprio, yep. Leo DiCaprio was getting down like that up until Me Too really got popping. Leo loved him a little teenager. May he rest in peace. Apparently Paul Walker also was dating somebody that was young. And we already know about Drake. Well, I think what it really is, yeah. I think what it really is because it's such a norm. It's such a norm in the industry. It's not just the people that are committing the heinous acts being quiet. It's also the families that are complicit, right? Like, R. Kelly is absolutely terrible. But, what I believe as well is that R. Kelly, parents are giving these children to R. Kelly, right? Like, I love Michael Jackson. I'm not really going to put him in this, scenario. I don't want to necessarily put him here. But, like, I can't imagine at any point in life me admiring any celebrity so much that I would leave my child in their custody to sleep with them and stay with them like some goddamn daycare, Michael Jackson daycare center. I don't understand that. I can't, like, I love my children. I'm trying to think of who I'm a fan of right now. Who, as a musical artist, let's say Kendrick Lamar, right? Kendrick Lamar and his wife. I would not allow my daughters, as much as we all are a fan of Kendrick Lamar, I'm not leaving my daughter over Kendrick Lamar's house so she could stay the night at the Kendrick house. I'm not allowing her to stay the night with Beyonce. You know what I'm saying? Like, there is no scenario. So, I look at a lot of the parents in these situations too. Even when you look back to Disney and, Mickey Mouse Club and a lot of the ways, pageant moms, there was a whole genre of moms and parents who were specifically they wanted to live vicariously through their children. So they thrust their children into this business to try to get them the quote unquote better life, but it was really to fulfill their dreams. And there's a lot of kids, child actors, who are jacked up as a result of it, right? And they're telling you now, like, man, it was just, a bunch of stories. So, for me, I look at it like, yeah, these, the industry is terrible, but, the parents are absolutely complicit as well. Sickening how society picks who they want to be in front. Yeah, till shit pops off. Yeah, I agree, Emily. I definitely agree. And it's crazy, because it's like we're picking and choosing. We're kind of picking and choosing who we want to be held accountable for it as well. I think with the Epstein list. Still not having come out, I don't think we don't know the half about these politicians, these elected officials, I don't think we know the half. Yeah, we'll get it next time, D. I'm gonna check this report card real quick. I ain't gonna show it because I know this shit is terrible. Let me see. Oh, Lord. I'll show it to y'all anyway. Man. Down 31 pounds. I don't even know how that happened, bro. Looked like we gained more calories. Time of attention went down. Sheesh. Not a great day, man. I think we kind of knew that was going to be the case. Down 31 pounds is kind of odd considering we did all of our sets, and I even thought I added weight on to one set. So I'm going to have to pay attention to that. Being down 31 pounds or not lifting 31 pounds from our prior workout, yeah, it means that there was a set, probably a set where I definitely, the weight was lowered for me. I don't know what it picked up on, maybe my form or something, but we'll get it back next time. Yeah, we can play everything on some music on there, man. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get you up out of here, man. Yeah, time under tension, losing a minute and 5 for time under tension, that's wild too. Especially considering how much more time was added. I mean, you're talking about an additional 50 minutes just yapping and trying to work at the same time. But that's what happens, man. I think, between me not being focused, me being back and forth between everything that I'm doing, trying to do at work, I think that's the key. That's the name of the game. Even the fact that I'm skipping, legs today. It's not the best week. But hopefully, from this, we all can learn. It's not about having a perfect week. It's not, about being in, every day being a slam dunk. It's about being consistent and trying to keep pushing forward regardless. So that's what we're gonna do. That's all. Like I said, to your point, D, you are right. We did do something. We lifted about 17,447 pounds. So, what I'm saying? That is nothing to sneeze at. All on our chest. So, but yeah, you guys, you know, I'm glad I was able to entertain y'all today. You know, I appreciate the community, D, Miss Lady J, G from NY, Dream. Oh no, G didn't come today. Dream Like King was in here. Antonio was up in here. I appreciate all y'all, man, per usual. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get back on point. Routine is a little rock right now, but I'm gonna get back on point. Promise y'all. All right. As always, man, all glory be to God. Y'all have a great rest of y'all day. Y'all get into this news, man, so we can talk about this Jay-Z stuff tomorrow. Cause Jay-Z, man, Beyonce, them babies, man. Oh Lord. They were the last like strong, prominent little black family we had left, bruh. Everybody getting hit with allegations, bruh. It's crazy. But y'all take care. Peace.